Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do our reteach over adding and subtracting of inequalities. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over those test questions, or excuse me, those quiz questions that you did on Friday. And I'm going to show you how you were supposed to look at them to be able to figure out which inequality symbol you should have had or how to have solved them. So let's go ahead and take a look at our quiz questions from last week. Share my screen. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this was the first one you had. It says, which inequality sign will make this true? A checking account balance is no more than $500. Okay, so they use B for balance, and then of course your $500. Now let's take a look at this. No more than. So let's look at the first part of this. Is it greater than or less than? No more. No more than has to be less than. So I'm going to put that first of all. Here's my less than symbol. Now, the second question I need to ask myself, can it be exactly $500? No more than $500. Can I be exactly $500 and still be the balance? Yeah, I can. Because I can be exactly $500, I need to go ahead and put the bar underneath it. Remember, the bar means that I can be equal to that amount. So now my statement says the balance is less than or equal to $500. So the checking account balance is no more than 500, so it's less than or equal to 500. Okay. All right, let's look at our next question that we had from our quiz. Which inequality sign will make this true? Total donations at the Fireman's Ball was less than $940. Well, I see less than, so I'm going to go ahead and put that. I know it's less than. Now I need to ask myself, can it be exactly $940? So it says that the total donations was less than $940. Was it exactly $940 though? Did they get exactly $940? No, they didn't. They didn't make it to the 940. So this symbol is just going to stay like that. So the donations were less than $940. Okay. The next question you had on your quiz, it says solve the inequality and choose the graph that shows the solution correctly. So first of all, I need to solve it. So I have x plus 8 is greater than or equal to 18. I need x by itself, so I need to get rid of the positive 8. Remember, in order to get rid of a positive 8, I have to do the opposite. The opposite of a positive is a negative. So I'm going to be subtracting 8 from both sides of the inequality. Okay, so I'm going to write over here x, because this cancels out, and then my symbol. Now I need to do the math over here. It says 18 minus 8. 18 minus 8 is 10. Okay, so I have solved my inequality. Now I need to find the graph that matches it. Well, first of all, my answer is 10. So I'm going to look for my graph that has a 10 with a dot. Oh, there goes a 10 with a dot. And it happens to be the only one. So I didn't really have too much guesswork. But let's say this one was also a 10. I would then need to look at the inequality symbol. Because my inequality has the bar underneath it, it needed to have the solid circle, which this one does. So this would have been my solution to make it correct. Okay. The next question you had on your quiz. Solve the inequality and choose the graph that shows it correctly. Another one. Let's look. We need to solve it first. I have v minus 16 is greater than negative 28. I want the v by itself, so I need to get rid of the negative 16 by doing the opposite. The opposite would be a positive 16. So I'm going to add 16 to both sides of my inequality. Okay. A negative 16 and a positive 16 cancel, and I'm left with just my v. I'm going to come over here and bring my inequality symbol. Haha, funny. That looks funny. All right, now over here on this side of the inequality, I have a negative 28 and I have a positive 16. They have different symbols. Because I have different symbols, I need to subtract them. So I'm going to do 28 minus 16. So we have 6, 7, 8, and then 2 from 1 is 1. So I'm going to put 12, but I'm not done. Because they had different symbols, I need to go back and see which sign I need to keep. I have a negative 28 and a positive 16. I'm going to cover that up. Which number is bigger? Which one of these numbers is bigger? 28, right? So the sign in front of the 28 is a negative. So I need to keep that negative. Okay, I now have my solution. V is greater than negative 28. So the first thing I'm going to look for is to see which one has a circle over a negative 12. So I'm looking. Here we go. Here's a negative 12 and it has a circle above it. Let's just say there was another one that had a 12 with a circle above it. I would then need to look at my inequality. My inequality symbol does not have a bar underneath it. So that means I have an open circle, which this one does have an open circle. So this was the solution that matched. Okay. Oh, sorry. All right. Solve. X plus 17 is greater than 39. Again, I need X by itself. So I need to get rid of this positive 17 by doing the opposite. The opposite of a positive 17? Negative 17. Subtract, subtract. A positive 17 and a negative 17 will cancel, and I'm left with the X. I'm going to bring over my inequality symbol. And then over here, 39 minus 17. So 7, 8, 9, 3 from 1 is 2. So I'm going to bring that over here, okay? All right, so I have X is greater than 22. And I see that. So this was my solution. Okay, almost done. Okay, then we have this. X minus 26 is less than or equal to negative 29. I want X by itself, so I need to get rid of the negative 26 by doing the opposite, which would be a positive 26. Okay, this cancels and leaves us with X. Then I have my inequality symbol. Now, I have a negative 29 and a positive 26. They have different signs. When they have different signs, you subtract. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now, I need to go back and see which sign to keep. Which number is bigger, 29 or the 26? The 29 is bigger. So I'm going to keep the sign in front of it, which is a negative. So my answer is X is less than or equal to negative 3. And I see that right here. Okay. K plus 14 is greater than or equal to 22. I want the K by itself. So I need to do the opposite of a positive, which is a negative. So I'm going to subtract 14 from both sides. It cancels and leaves me with K. And then I have my inequality symbol. And if I look at this side, it says 22 minus 14. I have to borrow. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is 8. 1 minus 1 is 0. So I have K is greater than or equal to 8. And I see that right here. Okay. Last one. Y minus 5 is less than 12. I need the Y by itself, so I have to get rid of our negative 5. So the opposite would be a positive 5. So I'm adding 5 to both sides. And negative 5 and a positive 5 will cancel. And I'm left with just my Y. I'm going to bring over my inequality. And then I'm going to deal with this side. 12 plus 5, which is 17. Y is less than 17. And I see that right here. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this was the quiz that you took on Friday, and I wanted to go over it so you can kind of see where you made your mistakes at. Okay, you're going to go back into the folder and you have a retake. Okay, use what I just showed you to help you with this retake, and hopefully we can get that grade up. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day. See you tomorrow.